him. We call him Day Day for short. Every day he's hungry for something, whether it's attention, affection, knowledge. And there's this huge responsibility in making sure that when he's no longer under my wing, that he's a good person. I think the advice I would give is you don't need to know all the answers. The craziest thing was believing that your dad knew everything. So as a dad, you felt like you had to know everything. You had to get everything right. It's okay to make mistakes. As long as it's coming from love, then, it kind of starts to work itself out. I want him to be able to sit back one day and go, we worked together, we did a good job.
That's dedication. Find out more at fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Everyone knows what kindergarten is, but have you heard of kindergarten and transitional kindergarten? Virtual learning where you use a morning meeting to do so? Well, if you look up Miss Delicia on YouTube with Morning Meeting with Miss Delicia, that is where you find it. Here, children can learn about their names, what their names start with, the letters, circles, everything that we learned in kindergarten growing up. The kids can do now and can do it with Miss Delicia. Just go to youtube.com and search Miss Delicia, and when you do, and you put your child involved in this, do me a favor. Tell them Snowman sent you.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff.
Are you kidding me? Did you not get the memo?
Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Can't wait. Oh, yeah.
Dear TJ Watt, why'd you piss off the Chiefs by scoring first? Why did you do that? Why did you wake up Patrick Mahomes?
Well, all right. In his defense, you are dealing with a team that played with the least amount of snaps with the lead other than the Texans all year long. So, like he has done all year long, he's had to try to find a way to score himself, or the defense themselves had to try to find a way to score. So he couldn't help it that he scored the opening touchdown and basically fired off the opening salvo against a juggernaut offense like the Chiefs. He couldn't help it because he knew that his offense is inept.
Let's see. Patrick Mahomes, 30 for 39, 404 yards. Not one, not two, not three, not four, 5 touchdowns.
You know what's scary about that, though? So you just said that. You just reeled off what he did.
Mm-hmm.
And it's treated as if it's gung-ho. It's like, it's ho-hum. It's like, oh, okay.
Yep.
So Mahomes threw for 400 yards in a playoff game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Meanwhile, the night before, which he definitely deserved it, Josh Allen threw 21-25 at 308 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Yep.
And just about everybody talked about his performance.
Everybody is gawking over that one.
Yeah, but Mahomes is like, yeah, okay. Well, the Chiefs steamrolled the Steelers. Oh yeah, Mahomes threw for 400 yards. Yeah, they go on and they play the Bills next week. I mean, it just felt like it was a throwaway.
I'm gonna love that game, Chiefs and Bills.
I hate to say this, my man. I know that your eyes are going to be squarely on the 49ers Packers game.
Mm-hmm.
But the game of the weekend is, to me, easily the Bills Chiefs.
And Chiefs. And it's the last game for Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, I can't see him.
It's the last one.
I can't, not necessarily the team want him back. I can't see him wanting to be back.
Right.
I think he got a chance probably around October to see that he really technically had nothing else to prove. And I think he actually came to grips with the fact that his skills, because of being hit over and over and over again, has deteriorated.
Yeah. His skills eroded badly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And for a guy that I loved seeing Ben play, but I hated seeing the latter part of his years with his skills just being eroded with all the hits, and then to a point leaving him.
Yeah. And it's funny when you talk about him. This is a guy who had the size. Basically, he was the same similar size as Cam Newton. He didn't have the athleticism of those mobile quarterbacks, but he was mobile enough. He loved to stretch the pocket. He had a big arm. But if you were to look at last and this year, you would not think that he had an arm to begin with, big or small. And once he actually got into how you play NFL quarterbacking, he really was a solid presence for the Steelers. And I did not realize how solid of a presence he was until probably the mid-2010s.
The difference between Ben and quarterbacks like Cam Newton and Lamar Jackson, Ben learned the position.
Yeah,
he learned NFL quarterback.
He learned it well. He learned it, and he learned it well.
He learned to play the position. He accepted coaching.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm going there.
Well, yeah, go there again because I think the Chief Seats didn't hear you.
He accepted coaching.
I talked about that a little bit on one of my videos on the Daily.
You sure did. And it was fabulous.
Thank you, sir. And that's what it's about. I mean, a quarterback, yes, is supposed to be a leader of men, no question. However, a quarterback is better suited when he has an open mind toward things.
Yep.
And he doesn't think it's my way or the highway with everything.
No, he doesn't. And isn't that a beautiful thing?
Yeah, because it gives us the opportunity to see a quarterback play beyond his ability, play beyond the ability that he thinks he has.
Yeah.
That's why I did like this group of quarterbacking, him and Phillip Rivers and even Eli Manning to a degree, and Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. I enjoyed them because they all had the similar mentality of
we want to get better and help lead our teams.
Yeah. We will win however we need to help our team win. But like you said, we want to be better. We don't think that we have topped our ceiling in what we can do. We think we can tweak this to be better and tweak that to be better. We probably need to hear this to be better and hear that to be better. And they were receptive to it. Even Peyton Manning in his latter years with the Broncos.
Yep.
Even him then, and basically Peyton basically was his own offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
But he still was like, hey, if you're seeing something I'm not, pass it to me. That's all you can ask for your signal caller. That's all that you can ask.
Montana did it for years. Warren Moon did it for years. Jim Kelly did it for years with the K-gun. Told his offense that Marino did it for years. Told his offense the same thing. If you see something I'm not, tell me.
Yeah.
How do you think they all got better? Cam Newton, Lamar Jackson, to a degree, Jalen Hurts. Now I want to see. I like Jalen Hurts. I like Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts. Listen to your coach, please. And we'll touch the Eagles and Buccaneers a little later.
Yeah.
Listen to your coach, please, Jalen Hurts. Do not try to act like these other QBs that think they can win the game with their legs, because you will get hit a lot.
And defenses will love to hit you.
Oh, they'll be licking their chops.
Hard, often, and will itch to get you out the game.
Yeah, just ask Nick Bosa from week 2.
And I do literally mean itch. They will itch to get you out the game.
They want you out. Meanwhile, for Patrick Mahomes, they get to see the Bills again. In a rematch of the AFC Championship. Too bad this is not the AFC Championship.
I know. I was thinking, and you're not the first person that said that. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, man,
this should be the AFC Championship, and 49ers Packers should be the NFC Championship.
Because I was thinking, man, the best matchup the AFC has to offer, and it's coming round too early.
Yeah, it's in the divisional round. Mm-hmm. It's not in the championship round.
Yeah.
But now, who knows? They may get Tennessee in the championship round. Should Tennessee take care of their business, and later this week we'll preview all the divisional matchups.
Definitely.
But it just, TJ Watt's scoop and score woke up a sleeping giant.
Yeah, because the Chiefs offensively in the first quarter was
flatter than a pancake.
They were flat. I mean, on social media, people were like, "Man, the Chiefs are playing like crap."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just everywhere you looked, and of course, Texans fan here. I witnessed this 2 years ago firsthand. And for those who don't know, they had a 24-0 lead at Arrowhead. 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. The Texans went into halftime with a deficit.
That's probably why this performance by Patrick Mahomes is being treated like meh to most people, because there's one good example right there. Mm-hmm. Down 24-0, then it's 28-24 at the half.
Yeah.
My wife looked at that game and she looked at me, looked back at the game. It was 24-0, and then it was 28-24. She looked at me and said, "I got one question." I said, "What's your question?" "What the hell happened?" "I don't know."
Man, I'll tell you.
Chiefs woke up.
They sure did. I'll tell you this, man. So in that game, when the Texans were up 24-7, and they had the ball, and the Chiefs defense forced the Texans to punt.
Oh no, the fake punt.
Yeah, and they were deep in their own territory. And I was driving to pick up food for my wife and me. The moment, and I was listening to it on the radio, the moment I heard it's a fake, I screamed out loud, "You dummy!" And now it's before it failed. I actually said, as soon as I heard it's a fake, I'm like, "You dummy! You're supposed to play field position with this team." I'm like, oh man.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was that.
Mm-hmm. I knew then the game was over, and the Chiefs were down 17 at that moment, and I knew the game was over. And I knew the Texans were gone. I'm like, man, really?
To the point where it was expressed that they ran out of fireworks. They ran out of touchdown fireworks.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. So seeing what I saw last night, I was not surprised, but I still am going to give Mahomes his props though.
Oh yeah.
Because people did not think he still had that in him, because people thought that he regressed this year. He
ripped them to shreds. People actually thought Mahomes regressed. Who are these dummies?
Yeah, I'm like, he's capable of pulling off these 400-yard games. He did what he did so this year.
Kansas City Chiefs for dummies. Don't doubt Patrick Mahomes.
Never. Never doubt Patrick Mahomes.
The two quarterbacks who I said would regress actually did: Lamar Jackson and Baker Mayfield.
Oh, good Lord! Don't get me started about Baker.
And for a while, it looked like Lamar was going to prove me wrong. Unfortunately, he didn't. And I hate. You know what? We're going to go off the board and have that discussion when we get back. I said that Baker Mayfield and Lamar Jackson would regress. We're going to have this discussion of why. And you can throw Dak Prescott in the conversation too. Back in a moment.
Everyone knows what kindergarten is, but have you heard of kindergarten and transitional kindergarten? Virtual learning where you use a morning meeting to do so? Well, if you look up Miss Delisha on YouTube with Morning Meeting with Miss Delisha, that is where you find it. Here, children can learn about their names, what their names start with, the letters, circles, everything that we learned in kindergarten growing up. the kids can do now and can do it with Miss Delicia. Just go to youtube.com and search Miss Delicia, and when you do, and you put